How do you choose what to focus on for social media? How many different forms of media should you be using at one time? We're going to answer these two questions for you today on this episode of The Dave Lorenzo Daily. Hi, it's Dave Lorenzo, and you'll recognize this set as the set of my video show called the Do This, Sell More show. This is the interview show we do once each week on YouTube. We broadcast it at noon every Thursday. You can see it live right here on YouTube. You can watch the replay anytime you want at your leisure. And if you subscribe, hit that big red subscribe button and ring the little bell, you will find out when we go live and when we post new shows just like this. So I want to make sure that you stay with us for the long term. So please hit the subscribe button and ring the little bell. And I thank you for this favor. Okay, today we're going to talk about how you can focus on making the most out of social media. Most of my clients come to me and they say, Dave, listen, I need three things from you. I need visibility, I need credibility, and I need differentiation. I want more people to discover the value that I provide. I want to develop deep relationships with people who trust me, and I want people to understand how I'm different from everyone else who does what I do. That makes sense to me. That's what good marketing and good relationship-based sales strategy is all about. Social media is a fantastic way to leverage your time to get in front of as many people as possible and initiate new relationships. That's the real value of social media, is taking your value, the value you provide, and connecting it with dozens or hundreds or thousands or even hundreds of thousands of people. The question I get most often once people buy into using social media to connect is, what form of social media should I use, and how many different types of social media do I need? These days, you have dozens of social networks that accommodate everything from audio, like podcasts, to video, like YouTube videos, like this one that you're watching right now, and of course, written content, which really showcases the way you think to folks. So how can you leverage social media most effectively? What should you do? Should you focus on one area? Here's my best advice to you. Talk to your best clients. Find out what social media networks they participate in most frequently. If you're in the B2B space, you'll find LinkedIn and YouTube are probably the most frequently used forms of online media these days. If you're in the business to consumer space, YouTube is probably still a valuable network for you, but you'll also find that Facebook and Pinterest and Instagram are really important forms of media for you. The final thing I'll tell you is that podcasts for people who are across all areas of business have been valuable ways to deliver content to folks who are super busy. So for those of you who are professionals, you're a lawyer, an architect, a doctor, a chiropractor, an insurance financial advisor, or someone who's out there connecting people with high net worth individuals, or somebody who works in the family office environment and you want to target high net worth consumers, or you just want to target people who can refer you business, there are three places I would encourage you to go right now. The first thing I would encourage you to do is do a video show. Whether you do a show once a week or twice a month or every day like me on the Dave Lorenzo Daily, video has the ability to develop relationships with people very quickly. So I encourage you to produce video content as frequently as you possibly can. But focus on quality over quantity. Deliver good information, valuable information first, and then work on your frequency. If you can do it once a week, that's perfect. Take the videos, post them on your website, post them on all your social media profiles, but YouTube in and of itself is a broadcast network. So frequency of communication on YouTube is important. Twice a month, once a week, once a day, however you can do it with high quality, the most you can do it with high quality, that's the frequency you should choose. The second place you need to be, if you're in the business-to-business community or you hope to get referrals from the business community, I think you have to be on LinkedIn and you have to be producing and distributing content on LinkedIn on a regular basis. Again, frequency is up to you. Once a day, I think, is really good. Twice a week is probably adequate. 4 times a month, like once a week, I think that's probably the minimum if you want to have an impact on the people who are in your LinkedIn network. The final area I would encourage you to explore is a podcast. I take my Thursday video show and I distribute it through all the podcast networks. I have a producer I work with who takes the content that I create, distills it down, and disseminates it across all the podcast networks. The reason I do this is because people are now searching the podcast networks, Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Google's podcast network. People are searching for good content. And the name of my show, my podcast show, is the Do This, Sell More show. So if people are searching for how to sell more, they'll stumble upon my show, and that'll be a way they can discover me. And the hope is that we can bring them in to my website and to get my weekly communication via email and my monthly communication via a print newsletter. So the social networks you need to be on at a bare minimum, if you're in the business-to-business space, if you're a professional, you need to do videos at least a couple of times a month. You need to do a podcast where you distribute great content via interview or content that you just distribute with you talking into a mic once a month. And you need to be on LinkedIn. You need to be writing articles, distributing video, linking to your podcast from LinkedIn. You need to be disseminating great content on LinkedIn. Those are the 3 places I want to see you most often if you're looking to grow your network, develop more relationships, and connect with people online. I'm Dave Lorenzo. We're here every day with another great sales tip for you. We focus on relationship-based sales and delivering value first. I'm looking forward to seeing you right back here again tomorrow for another edition of the Dave Lorenzo Daily. Until then, here's hoping you do this and sell more.